Well, shall we?
Shall we?
Yeah, you mind if I start? And we'll slow today. So.
I'm also slow today. Go for it.
I'll rock paper scissors you for it. How about that?
It's all right.
Fuck.
There you go. Hello, Internet. I'm Dan.
And I'm Chaz. This is Wine is Serious Business, episode 313.
We think.
Yeah, get up there.
Yeah.
But we're back. It's a lazy Thursday, and we're drinking Pinot Noir from Oregon. So
we know you love it when we do this. We love it when we do this.
Yeah.
And this is what I've kind of been coming to like more as we've gotten into it and think about where we're going in the future. Like what is interesting for us to do. Wines that we haven't done on the show before. It's good for us to explore stuff and to share it with you, and hopefully that creates some interesting content that keeps us worth watching. Mm-hmm. Instead of telling you how much we love the same wines year after year, which we'll keep doing somewhat. But
yeah, which is really easy to do, right?
Yeah. But these are all folks, two of which we've met, and of those I've tasted these two. But we're starting out with Denison Cellars.
Okay.
This is made by Tim in McMinnville. Nice guy. He's come to a lot of wine events around town. Always fascinating to talk about. His history as a winemaker.
Have I met him?
Boy, you've definitely met him.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but anyway, well, we've hung out a number of times. Got this bottle at Urban Decanter when I went to a tasting out in Forest Grove.
Nice.
Out there. But yeah, he's got a long history of winemaking. Came to the Willamette Valley to start his own label. This is it. A real small production. Buys his fruit. And 2013, of course, was a cooler year for him. His sites are generally cooler. But I enjoyed this when we were tasting it. This is the Johnson Ridge Vineyard from the Willamette Hills.
Right.
Yeah, definitely go to his tastings if you see him around. There aren't many, so you got to seize the opportunity when they pop up, and chat him up if you see him at festivals. I know he does a lot of stuff like that around McMinnville.
Okay. Yeah, I must say I haven't had many of these wines before, right? I've never had this wine in particular, or anything from Johnson Ridge Vineyard.
This is the only one I can think of from that vineyard. Smells all right though.
It smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aromatics are in a great spot.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, a little bit bright cherries, a little bit of pomegranate, a lot of like floral tones to it, like sort of
Big
roses and sort of that red flower, roses and sort of sweet flowers.
Bunch of like spicy black earth, like a little bit of cloves on there too. Really good, full, complicated nose.
Yeah, it smells wonderful. Pretty damn tasty.
Yep. Yeah, fresh, juicy. It's light on the palate.
Yeah.
And zippy. This is kind of what struck me when I got it. Right. It's definitely not towards that like heavier, silky, really luxurious style of Pinot Noir. It's it's bright, fresh. Those floral elements come through.
Yeah. The floral elements come through even on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
Really bright fruit flavors here. I mean, we're talking bright, almost underripe cherry, raspberry fruit. Really bright. Lots of acid. Tannins are in a really nice place, really easy on the palate, really easy in the cheeks. Nice wine.
Yeah, a little bit of stems. I think all the components, good acidity, all the components are represented really well, and this light freshness really makes it easy to drink. You could keep working through this really easy, or
no problem.
I think like a salad course, I think it'd be really awesome too.
Yeah, with all that acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way the fruit is just so fresh and sort of explosive. There's a lot of fruit or flavor intensity, which is nice.
Yeah, without being a heavy wine.
Yeah, it's nice to see something so fruity, fruit forward, but have so much other elements that keep the wine very interesting, like great acid and those earthy sort of floral elements. Really fantastic wine. Actually.
Yeah, solid stuff.
What's the price point on this?
I want to say around like $30, something like that.
Super
right?
reasonable.
Single vineyard, so yeah.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, so second wine is, this one's new to the show. I want to say new to myself as well. I don't know if I've ever had anything from Lumos. This is the 2012 Temperance Vineyard.
Which is really embarrassing to us that we haven't had more of it. So for those of you who don't know, this is wine. The Lumos label is from Die Crisp, the guy who farms the entirety of Temperance Hill Vineyard. So he's got a real name for himself there, right? That's one of Oregon's premier vineyards, I think, really well known.
Absolutely.
And while I've had other wines and enjoyed them from Lumos before, I don't know if I've had the Temperance Hill Vineyard Pinot Noir. So when I saw it on the shelf, I'm like, man, I got to check this out.
Yeah.
Let's do it on the show. So even though it's a 12, which they're pretty much off the shelves at this point, took us a while to get around to it, and it's still we're both excited to try it.
Mm-hmm.
we'd love to hear what you guys love from Lumos, what you've had. Not necessarily the question of the day, but give us some recommendations because they that's been around for a while, and we should drink more of it.
Man, the color here is super dark, right? Like comparatively to the last wine was pretty in a really bright ruby. This is like dark.
Oh man,
wow,
that's good. Another great nose.
Yeah.
Definitely a darker, bigger, heavier wine than the previous one, but great complexity again. Dark spices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is more tending towards like the dark cherries, maybe even a bit of blackberry, like darker fruits. There's a spicy element to the nose that's really kind of interesting. An earthiness. Definitely, I'm sort of getting some of the campfirey sort of
savor, a little
yeah.
barbecue or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Smoked brisket or something.
Yeah, it's got some savory elements to the nose. Smells nice.
Yeah, really good nose.
13.5 alcohol. Wow.
Definitely bigger fruit.
Holy crap.
On this, yeah. Like it really kind of like it starts out kind of big and grows into a wave, but it's good complicated fruit, like dark on the outsides, big ripe strawberries in the middle.
Oh yeah, big ripe fruit, and the mid palate length is what I was laughing about because you swallow it and it's still there, very much a part of it. You're still tasting it right for quite a long time. I'd say 10 seconds after you initially swallow it. It hangs on for a long time. Bunch of acid in the finish, which I really like. I like the acid here. It's not sort of zippy. It's more of like the fruit is there, and then as the fruit, sort of dissipates in the finish, it's just like this kind of almost like fruit acid. I don't know. It's like a different kind of acid rather than say like citric or like something else. It's a really interesting style of acid to it. So,
Yeah, it's good. Gives good clean finish despite the fruit's kind of being big and ripe. Keeps it from being too heavy. It all works really well together, and yeah, the length on it is really impressive.
Yeah, blackberries, strawberries, dark cherries. Not like the earthy elements that were in the nose don't really come through so much on the palate for me.
I'm with you on that. There's a little bit of spice, but yeah.
Yeah, really just a whole bouquet of red fruit.
Yeah.
But besides that,
I think this would please a wide range of palates too, because it's got that bigger fruit up front, but it's still got the acidity to keep it from being too heavy. I think this covers a lot of bases. Really well put together.
Tannins are pretty relaxed right now too.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. We said like 4 times in a row there. I don't think that I don't know how something like this would age. It probably aged just fine, but I don't think you'll have to worry about drinking this too soon.
Nope.
Right. So.
Right. It's already 4 years old. Right. So.
Right.
Yeah.
But drink up. It's good. It's delicious now.
So. Yeah. It's in a good spot, and if you like the big, heavy, chewier structure like this isn't for you. There are other wines that'll work out, but. Man, if you find a bottle around, or if you've got one in the cellar, pop it. This is in a good spot right now.
Temperance Hill fruit is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of a single bottling of Temperance Hill that I've not liked. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting point.
It's one of those things where Temperance Hill wines are always they don't have any sort of the funkiness, the Oregon funk. I never usually see that on Temperance Hill wines, but the fruit is always super focused. Like it's always bright and easy to see. It's never it's just clear, easy to understand, delicious Pinot Noir. I never had a bad bottle from Temperance.
And everybody loves it, man. Everybody that works with it very
reasonably so. For a reason,
gets its single vineyard designate even from wineries that blend other stuff, and
All right, so lastly, we've got another new guy to the show here. This is the Dion Vineyard Winemaker's Reserve from the Hill Mountains. Again, 2012.
Dion, I think.
Dion?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
sorry.
It's all right. Yeah, so I was introduced to the folks from Dion, Beth and Kevin, down at Storyteller. Thanks, Michael, for all the great times and introductions.
Yeah.
By the way, and then found out that they both work at Intel. Since then, I've seen them around campus from time to time. Not that we talk about work on the show very much, but
sure.
But see them in the halls, and went out to visit their tasting room. And they're a little out of the way. They're kind of like up as you start to get into the hills. South of Hillsborough, kind of out by. So there is a Dion Vineyard. There's Dion Vineyard too. This is all Chehalem Mountains fruit. This is all Chehalem Mountains fruit. But had a nice time in the vineyard. So you could definitely go check them out. If that interests you. They're fun to talk to about what they do. and they make rosé, a couple Pinot Noirs, a little bit of Chardonnay, and this one struck me while I was at the tasting room. So I'm like, let's get it on the show.
All right.
Went out there with Ron actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, and Kevin is ex-Navy, so he and Ron, I could have left them for 3 hours, right?
Right.
It was a good visit. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to go drink with Ron. I'm jealous. I miss that guy.
Just a little bit of pomegranate, a little bit of strawberries on the nose here.
A little bit of sweetness to the nose, like almost like pixie sticks or something like that. Like got a little bit of that like sort of
I can
sugar,
totally
like
see it.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
a little bit of candy up there. Yeah.
But yeah, the sort of raspberry, or not raspberry, what am I saying? Like ripe strawberries, cherries, pomegranate.
A little bit of bramble or something like that too.
Sure.
Stem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely that sweeter fruit rolls through on the palate. Like riper strawberries, riper raspberries.
Wow, it's got a punch to it.
Yeah, it's definitely, the structure definitely shows, especially in contrast to the previous one. There's definitely a little bit of tannic grip on the back end of the mid palate there. Kind of the acidity comes in, dries things out a little bit. And you can see, it's interesting, this is a 12, you can still feel that it's structurally a little bound up. Like in contrast,
Absolutely.
This is one that definitely could age for, I don't know how much, but definitely could age some more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a ton of flavor and intensity. It's very bright fruited initially, but yeah, like you're saying with structure, acid's really high end or high toned currently. Tannins are still pretty tough.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we would have had this in the Temperance Hill flipped, because the Temperance Hill seemed like such a soft wine now comparatively, right? Like whereas this seems like it's still got quite a bit of muscle and quite a bit of edge to it.
Yeah, what I really liked about it is that there's a good sense of delicate complexity on the mid palate here, and kind of some earthy notes mix in with the fruit, and it sits well on the mid palate, kind of before the structural elements build up, and I think that makes me excited for seeing how it'll age, because I think that complexity will serve it well as that structure kind of integrates into the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
But a nice bottle for a young winery. Definitely look forward to trying more wines like this from them as they come out.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, dead air. Just thinking about the wine. It's cherry fruited, but man, there's like something else there to it. It's like almost like a not a menthol thing or something, but like there's like some sort of weird herbal thing going on in the mid palate finish. That kind of sticks out to me that I can't really put my finger on entirely. And then there's something. It's not just cherry fruit. There's some other sort of fruit flavor there that I'm not able to put my finger on right now. Just happens sometimes. But
Yeah, definitely that something little herbal there I can get. Yeah,
it's an interesting wine. Definitely not as immediately pleasing as the first two currently. This is one that, having tasted this, if I had more bottles, I'd probably either let them sit or I would decant this beforehand.
that would probably serve it well too. I guess
These have all been open about 30 minutes, so
yeah, not too long.
yeah.
But yeah, good stuff going on. But if you got a couple bottles aged, I guess that's what the reserve bottlings are.
Really
usually
pleasing.
for.
I mean, yeah, it's still a very pleasing wine now, but yeah. Wait.
3 cool new wines. We encourage you to get out, try stuff you've never tried before as well.
I need to be better about that. I totally get sucked in when I go to the Lima Valley of just like going to my favorites, right? It's so easy to do.
Or when I see stuff in shops or stuff I've been wanting to get on the show for a while. So
Dan's been good about that lately. Picking up some good stuff.
Working through the box.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. So, all right, that's our show for today. Do you have a question you would want to ask them?
No, you own this. This is Chaz's question of the day.
Chaz's question of the day. What is? Do you have any producers specifically for Pinot Noir? Because I mean, we've got so many of them in the Lima Valley. This is going to be kind of a easier question, I'm guessing. What? I mean, we've got 3 new wines here. What other new wines could we do on the show? Like, what are you guys excited about out there? People that are producing new, exciting things. I'd love to hear about that, because I mean, I only get out to the valley as a little bit here and there. Dan goes to way more tastings than I do. I don't get to try a lot of new stuff, so I'd love to hear your guys' opinions and thoughts on who's really crushing it these days and who you'd like to see on our show. So
yeah, and shout out to Brian Lang for the comments and likes on the show lately. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
his wine, Hazelfern Cellars, we got one of them in the box that'll be working its way on here before long. But yeah, thanks to you for sure. let us know what we need to check out.
All right, and I'll see all you guys at the Riesling Invasion in 2 days.
Yep.
It'll be way afterwards.
After you see the show.
After you see the show, but
that's how it goes. Cheers.
Cheers.